In May 1940, Europe is falling apart. One by one, countries are collapsing. Hitler's army is moving fast. And in Britain, fear is everywhere. But at the center of this storm stands one man. A man most people don't trust. A man with a sharp tongue, a messy reputation, and one impossible choice. Should he fight a war that looks unwinnable, or surrender to save millions? This is the story of the few days that changed the world forever. This is Darkest Hour. Darkest Hour is a 2017 war thriller drama. Directed by Joe Wright, this film tells the true story of Britain's most critical moment during World War II. It follows Winston Churchill as he faces the biggest decision of his life. And what makes this story powerful is that the biggest battle here is not fought with guns. It's fought with words, with courage, and with fear. The film opens in complete political chaos. Britain's parliament is tense. The government is failing. Everyone is blaming everyone. And outside, the war is getting worse by the hour. The current Prime Minister, Neville Chamberlain, is losing support fast. His leadership has failed to stop Hitler's rise. Even his own party no longer believes in him. The opposition wants change. The king wants stability. The nation wants hope. But there's a problem. No one can agree on who should lead. One obvious choice refuses the job. Others are too weak. And then one name rises. Winston Churchill. But Churchill is not loved. He's loud, unpredictable, stubborn. Many politicians think he is reckless. Some even believe giving him power in wartime is dangerous. Yet when no one else can carry the burden, Churchill is chosen. And just like that, Britain places its future in the hands of the one man nobody fully trusts. This is where the tension begins. The moment Churchill becomes Prime Minister, the pressure crushes in. His first scenes show exactly who he is. He wakes late. He drinks. He smokes constantly. He snaps at people. He moves like a storm inside his own house. At first, he feels almost impossible to understand. He is rude, demanding, chaotic. But beneath all of that is a mind always working. He notices everything. He thinks fast. And he understands one terrifying truth. Hitler will not stop. Churchill's new secretary, Elizabeth Leighton, enters the story here. She is young, nervous, unsure of herself. When she first meets Churchill, she is terrified. He seems intimidating, unpredictable, even cruel. But through her eyes, we slowly begin to see the man behind the legend. And that makes the story feel more human. Because while Churchill is leading a nation, he is also just a man under impossible pressure. Very quickly, disaster strikes. British soldiers are trapped at Dunkirk in France. Hundreds of thousands of troops are surrounded by German forces. The sea is their only escape, but time is running out. If these soldiers are captured or killed, Britain may lose the war before it truly begins. Churchill is thrown into emergency meetings immediately. Every room feels suffocating. Maps cover the walls. Military leaders speak in grim voices. The numbers are bad, very bad. The enemy is stronger, faster, closer. And Churchill realizes something chilling. He may have become Prime Minister just in time to watch his country collapse. Now the real conflict begins. Churchill wants to resist Hitler at all costs, but many around him disagree. Lord Halifax, one of the most powerful men in government, believes Churchill is making a mistake. Halifax is calm, polished, strategic, but he sees we're differently. He believes Britain should negotiate peace with Hitler through Italy before it is too late. To him, compromise means survival. To Churchill, compromise means surrender. And this clash becomes the heart of the movie. Not bullets, not tanks, words, conversations, silence between sentences. Every cabinet meeting feels like a battlefield. Churchill is surrounded by men who doubt him. Some smile politely while plotting against him. Some want him removed before he destroys Britain. The pressure grows heavier every day. Then comes one of the film's most emotional layers: Churchill's family. His wife Clementine becomes his emotional anchor. She understands him better than anyone. She knows his flaws, his temper, his ego. but she also sees his pain. In quiet scenes away from politics, we see Churchill's fear. He doesn't know if he can save his country. He carries the weight of millions. And for the first time, the audience feels the loneliness of leadership. This part of the film slows down beautifully because it reminds us, great leaders are not fearless. They are terrified and still move forward. Meanwhile, the Dunkirk crisis becomes worse. Thousands of soldiers are stranded on the beach. German planes are closing in. Both are too few. Every update Churchill receives feels like another knife. And still, Parliament keeps pushing him toward peace talks. This is where the suspense becomes intense. Churchill stands at a crossroads. If he chooses negotiation, Britain may avoid immediate destruction. But Hitler cannot be trusted. Peace now may only delay slavery later. If Churchill chooses war, thousands may die, maybe millions. The film does an incredible job showing how terrifying real leadership is. Because the hardest choices are never clean. They are brutal. They come with consequences no matter what. One of the most powerful scenes comes when Churchill visits the king. At first, their relationship is cold. King George VI doesn't fully trust Churchill. He sees him as unstable. But slowly their dynamic changes. In a quiet, emotional conversation, the king admits his own fears. And Churchill finally drops the mask. For a brief moment, he is not a prime minister. He is just a frightened man trying to carry history on his shoulders. This scene matters deeply because it shows that courage is not loud. Sometimes courage is simply staying in the room. Then the tension reaches its peak. The war cabinet is closing in. Halifax is pushing harder than ever. The military situation looks hopeless. Churchill seems isolated. Even those closest to him are afraid he may break. And then comes the film's turning point. Churchill makes an unexpected choice. He leaves the safety of his political bubble and enters the London Underground. This moment is symbolic and emotional. For the first time, Churchill sits with ordinary people. Workers, mothers, young men, people who will suffer most if Britain falls. He asked them what they would do. Would they negotiate? Would they surrender? And their answer changes everything. No, they would fight, with whatever they have, for however long it takes. This scene is powerful because it reminds Churchill who he is fighting for. Not politicians, not reputation, people. This is the emotional spark he needed. And now, Churchill transforms. The fear is still there, but now becomes fire. He returns to Parliament. The atmosphere is electric. Everyone is waiting. Supporters, enemies, doubters. This is the moment that will decide Britain's future. Churchill stands. The room goes silent, and then he delivers one of the most iconic speeches in history. Not with perfection, not with comfort, but with raw conviction. He tells them Britain will never surrender. Not on beaches, not in fields, not in streets. No matter how dark things become, they will fight. This moment is the emotional climax of the film, because it's not just a speech. It's the exact second fear loses its grip. The room changes. The country changes. History changes. The speech spreads like electricity across Britain. People feel hope again. And while Churchill's words cannot instantly win the war, they do something just as important. They give people the strength to endure. That is the true victory of this film. The ending of Darkest Hour is not about defeating Hitler in one day. It's about choosing resistance when surrender feels easier. That is the deeper message. The film shows that history often turns in silent rooms, long before battles are won. Sometimes the fate of millions depends on one person refusing to give up. Churchill is not shown as perfect. He is flawed, stubborn, difficult, but that's exactly the point. The film wants us to understand that heroes are not clean or simple. They are human, and sometimes in the darkest hour, being human is enough. The title itself carries the deeper symbolism. Darkest Hour does not only mean war. It means that moment in life when fear feels bigger than hope, when giving up feels easier. And the film tells us that is exactly when character matters most. And honestly, that's what makes this movie unforgettable. It's not about action. It's about pressure, choice, sacrifice, and the terrifying cost of leadership. If you enjoyed this explanation, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful movie breakdowns. And tell me in the comments, if you were in Churchill's place, would you choose war or peace? Because next time we're diving into another unforgettable story where one choice changes everything.